You're live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simply Forex. Lovely to have you here. Like I say, guys, I am all yours for the next 45 minutes or so. So, yeah, get as many questions as you can over to me. I am going to make sure that I can see your questions. Let me find what I am looking for. Okay, good. Colin, I can see a comment here, the Knight of Forex. I like this. Yeah, I am the Knight of Forex. Why has my live chat moved? Why is it telling me this? So yeah, guys, sorry, I've got 1,001 things going on here. Let the ads play out. So yes, guys, yeah, I'm here for the next 45 minutes or so. Get as many questions as you can over to me. The things we're going to look at today are the following. Yeah, so we're going to look at the news coming out. We've got core retail sales coming out in 27 minutes. And we've also got retail sales. And we're going to click on these and see what they actually are, guys, because we always see these pieces of data, but do we really understand what they are? So we're going to have a look at those. We've also got core CPI. Okay, so that one's going to be an important one for the Canadian dollar. So yeah, let's see who we got in. Yeah, so Colin, the Knight of Forex. I like this. Who remembers Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff? I used to love a bit of David Hasselhoff. Hi, Coprod. Good day to you, sir. How are you doing? I'm good, Coprod. Always good. Always lovely to be here. Trading's quite lonely, so it's quite good for me to talk to people and answer questions. Hi, Joseph. Good morning. How are you as well? I hope all you guys are well. So yeah, like I say, guys, we're going to look at these pieces of news to start with. So we're going to understand what they are before they come out. So let's click on them. Yeah, so if you click on these, guys, we see these pieces of news every day. Yeah, and generally what we're looking for are these 3-star ratings. So if you click on core retail sales, yeah, it will tell you exactly what core retail sales are. So core retail sales measure the change in total value of sales at the retail level in the US. Yeah, so basically how much sales shops are doing, really. Excludes automobiles, and it's an important indicator of consumer spending. Yeah, if shops are selling more, then consumers are obviously spending more. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's a key indicator for the economy. Okay, so if this is better than expected, people are selling more, retailers are selling more, then this is a good thing for the economy. And you can also see, guys, you can see the previous was 0%, the forecast is minus 0.3. So the forecast is not great news straight away. And then we will actually look at the actual news. This was released last month, guys. So yeah, we're looking at potentially 0.4%. All right, guys, so that was core retail sales. We are now going to look at, we're now going to take a look at retail sales and how they're different. Okay, not a great deal of difference between them, guys. Yeah, I think one excludes automobiles and one doesn't. But again, retail sales are the sales from retailers. Yeah, and again, it indicates consumer spending. Okay, so yeah, again, very similar to core retail sales. And the last one, guys, we kind of know. Yeah, this is coming out in 24 minutes, 25 minutes for the Canadian dollar, guys. So this is core CPI. So let's click on it, guys. So yeah, it measures the change in price of goods and services, excluding food and energy. So it's basically telling us if the price of things are going up or not. Okay, but not including food and energy. Okay, so yeah, it just looks at purchasing trends and obviously inflation, which is what everyone is looking at the moment. Yeah, the key one is inflation, guys. Everyone wants to reduce their inflation because spending has gone crazy, as we all know. It's always been crazy in Dubai, to be honest with you. So no change here, really. So yeah, those are the three important pieces of news we're going to keep an eye on, guys. All right, so core retail sales, and core CPI, and they're coming out in about 22, 23 minutes, guys. Until then, we are going to look at the charts. Okay, Kev, what's up? How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Good day, Greg from Australia. Pound Canadian dollar. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Bear in mind, Greg, we have Canadian dollar CPI information coming out in 23 minutes, but we will have a look at that. No rush. So let's start with it, Greg. As you are a YouTube member, yeah, we will start with your question. So let's have a look at pound Canadian dollar, guys. Okay, I know what is going on with this pair. So it's all about the daily chart for me, this pair. Okay, I suggest, guys, you do a top-down approach. Yeah, look at the higher time frames, and then and then enter on the lower time frames. But if we look at pound Canadian dollar, look at that day chart. I have never seen so many dojis in a row. Yeah, look at that. That is clearly a box of indecision. Okay, would you like to know why it is a box of indecision? Let me tell you. So if we zoom out, guys, yeah, this level here is potentially a good area for support. Okay, so let me zoom back in now so we can see it more clearly. So this level here is a good level of support, which means buyers. Yeah, we have buyers sitting in here. We can draw a grey zone through here because this was the last daily low. And the last daily low is always a good area for resistance. And yeah, we were technically in a downtrend, okay, because we had lower lows. So therefore, we are seeing sellers in here at this grey zone. So we're seeing buyers at the bottom, sellers at the top for those reasons. And hence, you are just getting this absolutely disgusting, despicable, nasty price action. Yeah, you can't trade that. It's just, it's just impossible to trade, guys. For us to trade it, what we would want to see is a break out of this zone one way. Yeah, so to the upside, we can take price back up to this zone, or we get a break to the downside and we can trade it back down to potentially this grey zone or this grey zone. But we really need a break one side or the other of this box of indecision. I like a box of indecision because when you do get a break either side, it generally means it generally goes up with force, or if it breaks to the downside, it's going to go down quickly because price has been so contracted. Yeah, price has had nowhere to go. When it can eventually go out, yeah, either this way or this way, it's going to go out. Yeah, out, in the words of Mickey Flanagan. Yeah, it's going to go crazy. All right. So, but your question was the H1. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we were looking for a break of these lows and we did get it. Or we were looking for a break of these highs. We haven't got it. On the H1, it looks like we had a break. Okay, on the H1, it looks like that. Let's look at the H4. On the H4, it hasn't broken. Okay, so I would still wait for this trade. Yeah, this level still hasn't broken because this wick, closed back into this grey zone. On the H1, we had a break. Yeah, but on the H4, we haven't. All right, if we zoom in a little bit, yeah, so that H1 had broken, but this H4 has not. Yeah, I would wait for a daily candle. For me to start trading this, guys, I would need to see a daily candle. So a daily red candle that looks something like this, breaks these lows, short it, or a daily green candle that pops out of the top of that grey zone, and then I would buy it. Until then, you're just going to be stuck in this range. I mean, you looking at the H1, you can trade the range. Yeah, you can short from here, anywhere up here, look for sells, anywhere down here, look for buys. Yeah, I mean that's how people trade a range. So we could look at that, but for me, I want that daily confirmation. I want to see a breakout of this box of indecision. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, Greg. So I hope that helps you with pound Canadian dollar. Yeah, I would stay out of this, mate, until we've got a daily break of one of those highs or lows. Right, what else are we looking at? New Zealand CAD spike up, close my sell limit order for now. Yeah, I hear you, Cicicello. This is, let's have a look at it. So New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm going to show you a couple of things now that are important. Okay, so New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, the whole world of trading is looking to sell this. Yeah, Cicicello is. I'm sure all of you are. I'm sure all of you have highlighted, yeah, this as a potential short. Yeah, the $1 million question is, when can we short it? Yeah, I mean, you know, everything says that this is potentially going down here. Yeah, so could we have entered here? You probably could have done. You might have been stopped out. Can we enter here? We shall see. Can we enter here? You know, the truth is, guys, we don't know. All right. But what I do, yeah, is wait for a H1 structure break. Okay. So on here, once we get a candle like this, first and foremost, you're gonna have a bit of a retrace. Yeah, you're gonna get a bit of a H1 structure build up, and I will show you this on the H1. And then all I'm looking for is a breakdown in H1 structure. All right. We might get the breakdown here. We might not. Price might come up further. I remember talking to Greg about this in our mentorship program. Yeah, it might come up to here before it breaks down. All right. So that's my cue. My cue is H1 structure break. So if we drop down to the H1 now, you can see I clearly have my alarm in here. As soon as I see a break of this swing low, I will be all over this trade like I would be Gal Gadot on a first date. Yeah. Apologies for the analogy, but I would. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Because ever since, if we zoom out a little bit, yeah, ever since we come down and hit that low. So this was that massive candle downwards. But ever since here, H1 built up. We thought potentially this could break down, but it didn't. Yeah, and it's built back up. Okay, it's built back up, but at this level, it's not making higher highs. So this last swing low for me becomes a very important level. It arguably had a structure break here as well. So if I get a red candle that looks something like this, yeah, very wide, then I will enter. I will enter here, put my stop above here, and I will look to take price lower. Simple as that, guys. As soon as we get that H1 structure break. Okay, maybe we don't get it, guys. Maybe we don't get that H1 structure break. Maybe price does this. Yeah, maybe price does this. no problem. I will wait for the next structure break. Okay, so yeah, maybe it breaks here, and I'll start shorting it from here instead. Yeah, it doesn't, I need the market to tell me when it's time to go lower. It's not when I want it to. It's not even at a piece of support and resistance. You need support and resistance, you know, plus a structure breakdown of some kind. Yeah, once we get this structure break, I'll sell it. And let's say I do sell here, guys. Yeah, this is how I roll with hedging. Yeah, let's say price does this. Okay, yeah, it breaks down. I enter here. Yeah, my stop's here, and then price just comes shooting back up, takes out my stop. But I don't trade with a stop. I trade with orders. So this will be a buy stop, is the exact term. It's a buy order. Yeah, and then all I'll do is wait for me to get out of this buy order, and I will get out of it here. I will take some profit to the upside, yeah, close this trade, and then take this original sell all the way down here that I'm still in. Yeah, so it doesn't worry me if, okay, so there's the alarm now, guys. I have to wait for the H1 candle to finish, okay, but we shall see. Yeah, if we get a candle like that, guys, I'm going to short it, put my stop above here, take price lower. Okay, who else have we got in? Alhid, I apologize for my pronunciation, it's appalling. VFX, Euro, US dollar, gold. Good afternoon, Song Love, the beautifulest name in the world. Does it display I'm a member now? Song Love, no, it doesn't. It does not display that you are a member as yet. Not sure why that is. My editor will help with this. How would you hedge New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar? All right, so let's go back to that. Okay, you got it. Yeah, so that's how I would hedge it. Yeah. So let's focus on hedging, guys, because I don't use a stop loss. Yeah. My view of New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar is to short this pair. Will it be here? We don't know. Will it be here? We don't know. Okay, but I will wait for a H1 structure break. Okay, so we get this H1 structure break here. I enter a sell. Yeah, here I will have a buy order, a buy stop. Okay, if this doesn't work out and price comes back up, takes out my buy stop, and we get something like this, I'm just waiting for potentially a next level of support and resistance. And then I want to see price break down. Once it breaks lows and we get a H1 structure change to the downside, I will close this buy stop, this buy limit. Yeah, I will sell this and make profit. This will all be profit up to here. Then I will keep this sell open and let it come down. What I will also do sometimes is add another sell order here. Okay, and then watch this come down, guys. So that's how I hedge. You have to be with the daily time frame, yeah, to give you the confidence to keep shorting this. All right, but that's how I would do it, Sisakella. Gold. Let's take a look at gold. You are gold. Always believe in your soul. Apologies. Gold. Let's have a look. Gold is, I'm waiting for a break of some description. Okay. So every day it feels like I talk about gold, guys. Yeah, somebody's interested in gold. This here is a weekly resistance level. Yeah, a weekly resistance level. We have lots of sellers entering this market. All right. We can also see, for me, yeah, we were in an uptrend. Okay, we were in an uptrend. But now price has started to make lower highs for me. Yeah. So this could be a red flag that structure is changing. All right. So what I want to see is a break of this low, this gray zone. I just want to see a break. For me, we're getting lower highs, and that says to me, sell it. Yeah, sell this pair. But just for confirmation, guys, I would like to see a break of this low. Yeah, if we get a red candle today that looks something like this, I would short this. I would short this potentially down to these last lows or even back into this grey zone here. Because at this point, if we had here, we would have lower lows and we're already seeing lower highs. Yeah, so gold is all about shorts for me. We might not get a break today. We don't know, but I would wait for a daily candle to break that low. And then the next day, I would be trying to short the hell out of it. Yeah, back down to one of these levels. This 1980 level might be a good level. Okay. So, yeah, gold, we can see structure breaking down. Okay. Yeah, lower highs. And also, guys, what you must also pay a lot of attention to are candlesticks. Yeah, they give you a lot of information. All right, so just let's follow this daily chart through. We're like, okay, we're still in an uptrend. We get this wick and we get this candle. We're like, okay, sellers are in. Then buyers are still seeing an uptrend. They try to buy it with these green candles. And then the sellers are like, we're back again. Yeah, so it gets pushed up, sellers bring it down. It gets pushed up, sellers bring it down. So selling pressure with gold. And like I say, guys, we get a break of this low. That's confirmation that we can start shorting gold. Yeah, but it'd have to be a day break for me. Let's look at H4 as well, guys. Yeah, the fact that it never broke this high. Yeah, if you look at the H4, yeah, it never broke out of this high. Yeah, this tells me, you know, and it's coming lower. So the fact that it didn't want to push on, yeah, sellers are still taking control. And like I say, guys, break of this level, you could trade the break of the H4. Yeah, but for me, I like that daily confirmation. Yeah, you could do this, but you might get a fake out. Whereas the day chart, if that's broken that low, then come and look at it the next day. Yeah, and then you can trade it. Okay, so that is gold. You are gold. Sorry. Yeah, so that's how it euro. Okay, VFX, euro US dollar. Can New Zealand CAD Song Love, as you are remember, can New Zealand CAD hit 83,500? Let's take a quick look. New Zealand CAD 83,500. Let's look on the day chart. Yes, it can. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yes is the answer. Yeah, definitely. Let me tell you why. Because if we look at this weekly chart, yeah, look at this weekly channel. Okay, this is what we're seeing on New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, that's why I've been so keen to short this pair, because the New Zealand CAD is in this downward channel. You can clearly see it. So potentially it has all the room, all the space back down to these lows, if not further. So I would even have a higher time frame target as 8,300, not 8,350. 8,3. Yeah, definitely. It's there. Yeah, it's hit it. We are there already, Song Love. We have hit it, but there is further room to the downside. Yeah, this 8,300 level, if not further, guys. So let some of this trade run. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be looking to get into this, guys, and I will let this trade run and run. Yeah, I'll take some profit at some point, but I will, yeah, you know, let this trade run all the way down to 8,300. This is potentially a nice trade if this H1 candle stays like this, guys. Yeah, we were having a breakdown in H1 structure. Okay. Okay, well, all of those targets are possible, Song Love. Yeah, all of them. Hi, Remo. How are you, my friend? I remember a film called Remo. Remo Man. I'm sure it's a film. Showing my age again. VFX, Euro, US dollar. Let's take a look at that. We've got 3 minutes before the news comes out, guys. So we might have to pause mid analysis. Okay, Euro, US dollar. Okay, this was an old target, guys, and it hit target. Let's remove that. So, Euro, US dollar. Yeah, I would look to, you know, first of all, structure, guys. Yeah, let's look at structure. Sorry, guys, I keep looking at the time because I don't want to miss the news. Okay, but structurally, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, and I think we still have more room back down to this 10800 level. All right, I still think we have room down to here. So we've still, current price, we've still got a good 80 pips to move into. The $1 million question with all of these, this kind of movement down, once we get this movement down like this, and the whole world is looking for sells, it's will we get a retrace? Where will it retrace to? Will it retrace to here, here, or even up to here? You know, it could react to any of these levels. Okay, so what do I look for? So my bias, my daytime bias, my daily view is to short this pair down to 10800. Okay, and then I'm dropping down to the H1 because I want to see where I can enter. Let's start with the H4 actually. Yeah, because I know this is potentially a good little entry spot here. Yeah, because this was once support and now it's hitting as resistance. And we're getting quite a bearish candle form on the H4. So this could potentially be a good entry, guys. All right. Let me come back to this, guys. I am going to look at US dollar, Canadian dollar dead quick because the news is about to come out. And without looking at the news, guys, I want you to predict what happened with US dollar core retail sales and Canadian dollar CPI. So let's do a countdown. Anyone got a timer? 10, 9, here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's look on the H1. See what. So we are seeing CAD strength on US dollar, Canadian dollar so far. Okay. So this could, without even looking at the news, guys, yeah, this could be a mixture of good Canadian CPI figures and bad US dollar retail sales figures, or it could just be very strong core CPI, okay? Because we're seeing Canadian dollar strength. If we look at a different currency pair now, let's look at Euro US dollar, okay? The reaction is a little bit more muted. Let's look at pound US dollar as well. Okay, so I'm guessing poor retail sales. Yeah, let's take a look at the news. Okay. Okay, yeah, very bad retail sales, guys. Yeah, news has come out. As you can see, the core retail sales were as expected. yeah, 0.4. But retail sales were literally half than what they expected. Yeah, the predicted figure or forecasted figure was 0.8% and it come out at 0.4. That is quite a big miss. Hence, we are seeing US dollar weakness. And with regards to the Canadian dollar, there was no forecasted figure. That is unusual. Okay, let me just refresh this page. Okay, there was no forecasted figure. So if there's no forecasted figure here, all we can do is compare it to the previous figure. And as you can see, it was not a big miss. Okay, it's 0.5%. Okay, so that is not as dramatic as this drop on the retail sales. That is a big miss for the US dollar. Okay, so we are going to see US dollar weakness, or we should do, based on this news. And Canadian dollar should be about the same, should be about, shouldn't have a large reaction. All right, so let's go back to the charts. And yes, we are. Yeah, well, no, we are not, guys. We are seeing US dollar strength. Okay, US dollar strength. Yeah. Yeah, if we look at euro US dollar, we are seeing US dollar strength. So again, guys, yeah, explain that one. Yeah, if we go back to the chart, we're getting worse than expected, a lot worse than expected retail sales. So this should lead to US dollar weakness. And instead, we are getting US dollar strength. Yeah. If we look at pound US dollar, yeah, the US dollar is strong. Yeah. So this is a perfect example of, if you don't know how to trade the news, don't trade it, guys. Yeah. Let this hourly candle finish, and then we can start looking at the aftermath of the news. Okay. But, we should be seeing US dollar weakness. We should be seeing this pair start pushing up. Yeah. Not pushing down. Okay. So we'll come back to this in a minute to take a look at that. And we've also got US dollar, Canadian dollar. So this is an interesting one. So we are seeing Canadian dollar strength, okay, and US dollar weakness. So the markets liked that CPI figure. Yeah, that CPI figure of 0.5%, guys. Yeah, this figure here. The market liked this figure. Okay. So for that reason, yeah, we are seeing Canadian dollar strength. Okay, guys. So that is only going to help that New Zealand Canadian dollar trade. So this is interesting, guys. So as I said, this New Zealand dollar Canadian dollar is going to be a trade for me. Yeah, because H1 has broken down. All right. And my higher time frame view is to short this pair. So I'm looking to short this pair. What I would like to see is a retrace back up to this level, and then we can short this pair. But that might not happen, guys. Yeah, sometimes price just flies. We cannot help it. It just goes. Yeah. So this is how I will trade it. Let's say the hourly candle finishes like it is right now. Okay. I will enter 50% of my trade here. Okay. 50% of my sell trade here. Okay. If it just flies down, no problem. Yeah. I've still got money in the game. I can make a nice profit. But if we do get that retrace back up to this low, yeah, I love this pattern. What was once support, when it breaks, becomes resistance. I will enter my second 50% here. And then we will look to take this lower. Okay, so this is how I trade a large breakout, which is what this is. This is a news-driven large breakout, guys. So I will enter 50% here, 50% here, but I am keen to short this pair. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Euro US dollar now. Yes, perfect example of America. Thank you, Colin. You can say that. You're allowed to because you are from that country. I cannot say that. So let's look at pound Canadian dollar as well, because I know Greg was looking at that. So, Greg, we could finally be getting the break of this box of indecision. Yeah, look at these dojis. This is the daily chart on pound Canadian dollar. We could finally see a break out of this rut. Sometimes we need news to get things out of a rut. And then if the daily candle stays like this on pound Canadian dollar, I'd look for a little retrace and I would start shorting this pair tomorrow. I need this daily candle to finish. VFX, let's go back to your Euro US dollar. Okay, so yeah, on the day chart, like I say, I still think we've got room to the downside. Okay, and on the H4 Euro US dollar, we're at a nice level. Yeah, you could even put a resistance zone through here. Okay, this is a nice level. What was once support, when it breaks, becomes good resistance. Okay, and we could take this lower. What I'd really like to see is a breakdown in H1 structure for me to start shorting this. So bear in mind, yeah, that news was worse than expected for the US dollar. Yeah, we still might get a bit of a, a ping up, something like this. We might still get a ping up because of that news. Yeah, we could still see some euro strength, some US dollar weakness. Wait for this hourly candle to finish. But for me to start shorting this pair, I would like to see a break of this level through here. Okay, if I put a grey zone in, because for me, guys, at this point, this is where H1 structure changes. Okay, so it's been with H1 structure. Yeah, if we start, I don't know, get something like this, and we get a break of this level, yeah, I'm looking to short this pair. Okay, and like I say, guys, we can short it all the way down to 1,800 level. Okay, I'll move that down. So that's what I want to see, guys. I want to see a breakdown on Euro US dollar. You can see now, guys, that potentially the news is kicking in. Yeah, we're seeing a bit of euro strength. Yeah, because that US dollar figure was a lot worse than expected. Interesting. Yeah, interesting now. So that's why you shouldn't trade the news. You would start seeing that red candle and you'd be like, okay, I can short it. And then you get a wick like this. Yeah, wait for this hourly candle to finish. That news is slowly kicking in now. Right, what else are we looking at? Balaji, upward or downward? On what pair, my friend? What pair are you talking about? We will analyze it. Tanjib, yeah, 4 hours, sell euro US dollar. Yeah, like I said, it did have a good H4 zone here, but yeah, we could see a bit of US dollar weakness on the back of that news. Okay, so yes, Song Love, you are now a YouTube member. We will investigate why your badge isn't active. Welcome aboard, Song Love. Lovely to have you as a new member. And any of you guys, before I look at any more questions, guys, if you're enjoying the video, then firstly, come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash the like button, guys. We'd love to have you. We've also got some cool things. We've got a free Discord channel. Okay, we've got a VIP Discord channel where I give you my trade ideas. You have access to me throughout the trading day. I give you exclusive content, lots of perks to the VIP Discord, guys. Also, I do a mentorship program. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and I'll send you the details. And lastly, guys, like Song Love, Colin and Greg, you can become a YouTube member. If you enjoy these videos and you would like to support the channel, you can become a YouTube member. Again, there's perks to becoming a member as well. Okay, Tanjib, Tom, what do you think would be a good entry for Euro pound sell? Good question. It's a tricky one. Okay, so we are looking for sells. Yeah, Tanjib, you have specified that much. Yeah, we are clearly looking for sells. All right, so yeah, ever since price broke these lows, we're in a downtrend. Okay, we've got lower lows, yeah, lower highs. So Euro pound, guys, you can clearly see is in a downtrend. All right. The problem we have here with Euro pound, yeah, and the problem I've been wrestling with is, you know, we had this very bearish candle, but it was hitting this area of support. Okay, so that's why it's difficult at the moment. All right, yeah, because we've got this support. If we were selling this candle, we would be selling into potential support. All right, but I want to sell this pair. This is the problem we have. Let's look at the H4. I think we have a good potential entry now. Yeah, right this minute. And we can also back that up on the H1, or this would be more of a H4 play. Yeah, if we looked at the H4, we have a nice setup now. Yeah, so H4 structure came down, it pushed up. This level has become an important level for this pair. Price has come back down. And again, yeah, price has reacted at both our grey zones. All right. So structurally right now, we are seeing a downtrend on the H4. We're also seeing a huge wick here. So I think we could potentially have a H4 entry right now. Yeah, because if you just look at structure, guys, we are getting, yeah, if we could potentially come down here, we're getting lower lows, lower highs, and this high hasn't broke. Yeah, if this high broke, I would need to wait to trade this pair, but we could potentially get in now. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I would trade this pair. So you could get in now. Okay, let's zoom out a bit so you can see the bigger picture. Okay, so you could get in at this level now, sell. Okay, I would have a buy order here. All right, the idea is that my buy order doesn't get hit and we start to take price lower. Yeah, this would be my first target, these last lows. I would close some money and then I'd let some of the trade run. If price comes back up, takes out my buy stop, I will then just look for a reaction through here. You can see there's a grey zone within a grey zone. Yeah. So I would let price take my buy order, yeah, come back up to here, and then I want to see, you know, a bit of a breakdown in price up here. Then I would simply close this buy order, maybe for break even, maybe for a small profit, maybe for a small loss. Any of those situations are fine. I would then leave this sell open, continue to take this sell lower, put a new buy order up here. So hedging allows you to not enter at the correct time, first time. You know, let's be honest, guys. as a trader, yeah, if you're right 60% of the time and your risk to reward is good, you will do well, yeah. But 40% of the time you're wrong, okay. And this is one of those examples, yeah. If it takes me out here, okay, I've entered here, yeah, takes me out here, comes back up here, yeah, then I have a new entry. Once price breaks down, I close this here, and then I look to take it short. So I've had 2 attempts at the same trade, both shorts, yeah, because you're wrong 40% of the time. You might be wrong 30% of the time. Hedging allows you to hold the trade and get in at another level that supports your higher time frame view. Okay, very important, guys. I use hedging. I talk about it a lot in my VIP Discord, guys. It's a real important trade management system for me. Yeah, it really is. Very serious there, guys. Yeah, I apologize. I'm preaching. Angela, thank you very much. Good explanations. You're very welcome. Tanjib, thank you. You're welcome as well, my friend. The other trade that I'm currently in, guys, is this Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, and this will be coming down nicely. So it's even hit our higher time frame target, guys. All right, so this was a nice trade we were looking at. So let's just talk through this one, why I took it, and how we traded it. Okay, so how we traded it, or what? First of all, you need a daily buy. You need a higher time frame bias. Okay, you do. Yeah. Okay, and my higher time frame bias was this. Once we got a break of this level here, we were looking to short this pair, and we had a super bearish candle. Okay, so I'm looking to short this pair as soon as I see that candle. Then I drop to the H1. So this here was that super bearish daily candle. Okay, it comes down to here, yeah, and I think it stopped here, the candle. Okay, if I get a break of this low and therefore a continuation with H1, I will continue to sell it and put my stop loss above here, my hedge. As it happens, that didn't happen. Instead, we got a change in H1 structure. At this point, we are now in an uptrend. Okay? At this point, we're in an uptrend. This is the last higher low. As soon as we broke this with this candle, I entered sell here. I put my stop above here, my buy order, okay, and I've been taking it down ever since. Because when I'm with H1 structure, the market tells me that it's ready to come down. Yeah, it's not pushing up anymore. It now has downward pressure. Yeah, and look how that's come down nicely to our target. All right, guys, so that's all I'm looking for, is have a higher time frame view. And then there's a few more things I look at, guys, but in its simplest form is having a daily view and then just waiting for H1 structure to break. And then we come down, guys. And then you can trail your stop. Your stop's here, move it to here, move it to here, move it to here, move it to here, and keep trailing that stop downwards. All right, and that's pretty much how I trade. Okay, daytime view, H1 structure with the daytime view, we can sell it, yeah, or we can buy it. Simple as that, guys. All right, guys, any more questions? If not, yeah, we're going to call it a day. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. If you have, subscribe, like, share with your friends, join the Discord, check out the mentorship program, join our YouTube membership. Yeah, come join. Lovely to see you all, guys. Thanks for all the questions. I'll see you same time again.